Hi everyone, it's Henrietta and Heather, and welcome to a Millennial podcast where we dive deep into the life of our 30s.
We'll discuss our struggles, dreams, relationships, icks, and anything millennials can relate to. Sit back, relax, and let's head on this journey together. We are 30s Unfiltered. Hey everyone, welcome to our first episode of 30s Unfiltered. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I can't believe this is real right now. Right, it's finally here. It's happening. Oh my God, so excited.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
So today we wanted to kick things off by introducing ourselves and sharing why we decided to start a podcast. So let's get started. Henrietta, take it away.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Henrietta Gogstad, and that's not with an A at the end, but with an E. And this has been the way I've introduced myself ever since I moved to the States. Whenever they read my name on roll call in school, they were always like, Henriette. And I'm like, Henrietta. And I'm just used to correcting people, but
No.
that's fine. That's fine. The Henrietta with an A, like how people think, that's usually like an old American name or something like weird from like the 50s. So
You know, when
that's
when
me.
I met you, I literally was like, is it Henriette or Henrietta?
Yeah. Everyone thinks so. I'm like, it's not silent. All the E's sound the same. So that's me. Now you won't forget. I grew up in a town called Sandefjord in Norway, and it's kind of a big town. It's number 10 actually out of the towns in or the cities in Norway. But the country itself is pretty small, 5.5 million people from a big town.
Mm-hmm.
I had a pretty normal Norwegian upbringing. An only child, but I have a lot of friends, I had to because it gets lonely. Typical social kid, and I had a lot of activities after school, like dancing, handball, not the sport with the ball on the stick thing, like an actual
Tetherball?
sport. Is that called tetherball?
Yeah, tetherball with the ball connected to the pole. Mm-hmm.
Right. So
That's it.
you know handball though. It's like a pretty
Yeah.
big sport in Europe, right? Yeah, I played that for a while. Yeah, I have the same friends as I did when I was in 1st grade. They all have kids now, and I'm not a mother yet. So I grew up dancing. I also grew up traveling a lot with my family. I was pretty privileged and lucky to be able to have that opportunity to travel and see all, a lot of Europe when I was a kid. And my family also loved to travel. So by the time I was 8, I pretty much already knew that I wanted to move out of the country. And I think I said that I'm moving to London. And I had been to London like once. My parents were like, okay, do whatever you want to. They probably thought she's never going to leave. And then I moved to the other side of the world. Could have stayed closer, but life happens. So after high school, I moved to New York. I lived the true Gossip Girl life. Loved it. I studied fashion management. And because of that, I moved to LA a year later. And I love LA. I feel like I'm more of an Angelino than a Norwegian at this point. All my friends could
Seriously.
agree. I don't remember there's a lot of words I don't remember in Norwegian, but I know them in English because I literally never learned them in Norwegian.
That's so insane.
So, right? And so I've been in between LA and Norway for 12 years now, almost, which is insane to say.
Mm.
And I have 3 college degrees. I've owned 3 different cars. I've lived in 6 plus something apartments. I've had 5 plus jobs. And I've made so many friends from all over the world. And, it's been the best experience and best thing that ever happened to me. Everything that I've experienced and the life I've had, I would never have had if I'd stayed here. And in 2021, I started my own company called Alette, which is an online wellness and lifestyle platform for women. I partnered up with some badass women and the other in the wellness and health industry. And so, yeah, this kind of feels like the right platform to continue doing what I love.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Yeah, that's me. So, what about you, Heather? Introduce yourself.
So, hey guys, my name is Heather. I'm 33 years old. I grew up in the Bay Area and I have an 11-year-old son and I have two dogs. I also have two brothers and a sister, and I am not Latina, I'm Filipino. Surprise, surprise. My parents divorced when I was 9, and after that, life was a literal whirlwind. After the divorce, we moved a lot. Just to give you an idea, I went to 2 different elementary schools, 2 different middle schools, and 4 different high schools, all within California. And I set roots in LA during my senior year in high school, and I haven't actually left since. So, it was definitely
LA,
difficult. LA, LA, to live
LA.
and die in LA. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Um, so it was difficult changing schools and making friends, but honestly, I'd like to say that it helped develop thick skin,
Mhm.
and I can make friends anywhere. But you know what's so crazy is for the longest time, I always considered myself as shy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me
Like, I'm
too.
shy.
Like,
No, you're
"Ah,
not.
help me." No. No, it's like an extroverted introvert.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But anyways, that's
same.
the story for next time. I'm currently training for a marathon. Don't ask me which
Ooh.
one because I haven't signed up yet. I literally
Another one?
Right. No, no, no. The one. It's like gonna be at the end of the
Oh,
year. I just don't know which one I'm signing up for yet. But
but
I'm
you
training.
already did one though.
No, I did. So yesterday I hit a milestone, which I ran 15K, and that's
Hey.
9.32 miles. So my
Wow.
next milestone will be a half marathon. Dum dum
Wow.
dum.
Da, da, da. Wow.
Girl, I ran 9 straight miles yesterday. I don't
I
know
can't relate.
how. Well, actually, I know how. I just ran.
Your legs
One
just
foot
kept
after the
going.
other.
Right. Run,
Seriously.
Forrest. I
What?
watched Forrest Gump the other day. He
Oh,
just
you did?
ran.
I should watch
He
that
just
again.
It's so cute.
Yeah, what I've learned this far is it's all just a mental thing. You can
Oh
literally
yeah.
just keep going. It's just a mental thing. So
True.
every week I have a milestone to hit, and so it's just I already know that it's coming and it's gonna get done. So
Yeah.
that's just
It's gonna
how
hurt the same anyways.
right. And like yesterday I was in bed all day after, like limping and just in so much pain, but it was worth it. Totally worth it.
Yep.
So, like I said before, I live in Los Angeles. I'm a nurse and entrepreneur. In my free time, you'll catch me in personal development classes. I'm also a bit of a project enthusiast, so I'm always looking for new ways to stay engaged and be creative. I also love hiking too. Hiking is another one of
Oh
my,
yeah.
things that I'm obsessed with. So
You
anything
can't live
outdoors,
in you can't live in LA and not like hiking.
right?
Let's be real. Which was your favorite hike?
I don't know if you've been Latuna Canyon. That's like my
Oh, the
favorite.
one you all Is that the
Yeah,
one you always talk about?
yeah. I don't think you've
That
gone.
No, it's like isn't it 2 hour long?
It depends on how fast you go.
Right. You're like,
But it's like
you have to go when the sun isn't out. I'm like, "Okay."
yeah, because it gets so hot, especially in the valley. It's about 6 miles long, and I think it's like 2.5 miles going up, and then the rest is down, which I hate going
Mhm.
down. But
Yeah, it hurts. Hurts your
yeah.
knees.
So what's your favorite hike?
Well, I have lived next to Runyon Canyon for about 5 years or so, and so it has just by proximity become one of my favorite hikes,
Yeah.
but if I have the time and it's also a really good workout, like and it can be short if you needed to, so it's kind of like it's perfect in that regards, but my favorite in terms of, um, just area and the view and it being like a whole activity would be the Temescal Canyon one in Palisades. It's also a nice drive out there, and I used to work in the Palisades, so it kind of takes me back home a little bit to my old, like, neck of the woods. And
Yeah.
that one, yeah, it's beautiful. Has a waterfall. I love that one.
Mhm.
That's
I love that one too, overlooking the ocean. And
Mhm.
after the activities you do after, which is like going out to go grab a coffee or go eat in the
Mhm.
Palisades, I love that.
Yeah,
Love
same.
it.
you have a 360 view when you're up there. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
You see the
Mhm.
mountains, downtown. Oh, I miss it. I wanna go.
Yeah, for sure my favorite time to go to that one is on the weekdays. I would not go. I mean, I've gone
Yeah,
on a weekend, but it's super busy. Super
I
busy.
know. True.
So,
Do you ever park? Isn't that where you said that one time you got a ticket?
I did. I got a ticket there. I got a rolling stop ticket. And I never park there anymore. I never go into the park. If I do
I only
go, I park on the street.
Right,
But
I was gonna say I only parked there once, and it wasn't me, it was my friend. The first time I went, like, many years ago, and I didn't know any better, but once I started going, I just parked on the street, yeah, 'cause
right.
it I mean, there's so many places to park there
Right,
on
and you have
Sunset.
like, if you park inside, you have to pay, but
Right,
also the thing is when you park on Sunset, there's so much traffic and it's so
I
dangerous.
know. It is.
So it's like,
That is
pay
true.
like 5 or $10 or, like, potentially get hit by a car.
Depends on
Choose.
when you go, though, yeah. Yeah,
Choose.
exactly. A or B.
Anyway, so that's me in a nutshell, and I'm excited to share my journey with you guys on this podcast.
Okay, so how did we meet?
This is how we met. We
You
were
tell it.
introduced by a mutual friend, and we actually met at the farmer's market. We were getting tamales. And yeah, that's how we met. We met and then we hit it off. You helped me do flower arrangements for a Thanksgiving party I was throwing. I think after
Yay!
that we literally hung out like once a week.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. It was like we started dating each other.
We did. Oh,
Oh my
and the
God.
rest is history.
So let's get into why we wanted to start this podcast.
Yeah, you go
Yeah.
first,
Okay.
because you were the one that kind of brought it up.
I believe in the power of stories. Stories have this incredible ability to connect us,
Mhm.
to inspire us, and to remind us that we're not alone in this crazy ass journey of life. And when we talked about starting this podcast, we agreed that nothing was going to be off the table.
Mhm.
And we'd talk a little bit about everything, really, from how we grew up, our cultures, because we come from very different upbringings,
True.
to fun and crazy experiences that we've had. And personally, for me, sharing experiences as a single mother.
Yeah.
Being a single mom comes with its own unique set of challenges. And I want to shed some light on what that journey has been like for
Oh
me.
my God, 100%.
But at the end of the day, I want this podcast to be about empowerment, about
Yes.
celebrating our differences, embracing our uniqueness
I love it.
and finding strength in our vulnerabilities because it's not easy coming on a podcast and talking freely. And it's about showing the world that no matter who you are or where you come from, you are worthy of love, respect, and all the success in the world, honey.
Yes! We're doing it. We're doing it.
Why did you want to
Yes.
start a podcast? Why did we embark on this journey together? Let us know what is your purpose for this podcast.
So my thing is that I want to connect with people. I've always loved talking to people, getting to know them, connecting more,
Yeah.
and also just sharing things that, people could relate to. And
Mhm.
also, I find that talking about things helped me a lot. And
Totally.
so we'll get more into this later, but
Mhm.
I went through a depression and didn't talk to anyone, and that really affected my body negatively. I became pretty sick. But once I started therapy and I actually talked about my problems and learned to talk to other people about it,
Mhm.
that's when I learned that talking openly and sharing your feelings, sharing your fears, all that stuff is the only thing that helps. And
Totally.
so being able to focus on mental health and just supporting each other in general on a podcast feels like a purpose of mine.
Yeah. I love it.
And that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. And I like really do believe also that we heal ourselves through sharing. And it's really important to be fully self-expressed. I'm so excited. Thanks for joining us on this episode. We hope you've enjoyed this peek into our lives. But before we sign off, let's take a look ahead. Our next episode is titled Death to Our 20s, and we'll reflect on bidding farewell to our 20s. We'll reminisce about adventures, the lessons, and the growth that defined our 20s, and we'll share how these experiences have shaped who we are today. So join us next time for a heartfelt journey as we say goodbye to one decade and embrace the next. Until then, keep living boldly, keep learning, and keep growing. Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening. We hope you got some takeaways from today's episode.
You can also follow us on Instagram and YouTube at 30s Unfiltered, or email us at 30sunfiltered@gmail.com.
Please leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to our channels. See you next time.